fourth biggest mistake is not reviewing financial reports regularly. So, if you're heading towards a destination, you've got your budget, you know what you're trying to achieve. I would say to you that you should be setting some non-negotiable rules in your business. And the first one being that you pay yourself a proper wage. What would it cost you to get someone else to do your job? Pay yourself that. Second, that your business should make a 10% plus net profit, right? You need your bookkeeping organized to prepare your budget. But once you've got your budget, then you've got your blueprint or your financial goal of what you're trying to achieve. We're not talking about changing things dramatically. Sometimes it's just a combination of little 1% and 2% changes to expenses and incomes and margins. Those sort of things can actually deliver the results that you deserve in your business. And that's what this is about. This is what paying you what you deserve. So, you're not going to review your reports if you don't have your bookkeeping organized. You're also not as likely to review your reports if you haven't got a budget in place. Because what are you reviewing your reports for if you don't have a budget? If you're driving from Melbourne to Sydney, you want to check in and, understand the progress that you're making towards your destination. And that's what reviewing your reports is all about. It's like, well, what do we set for the month? What do we try to achieve financially for the month or for the quarter or for the year? And how are we going on track with that? It's really, really important too, because if there is something not right in your financials, maybe your margin's wrong, or your expenses are more than they need to be, or revenue's down, or something like whatever it may be. There's a whole heap of different reasons. You want to understand sooner, right? Not at the end of the year. I would want someone to tell me that as soon as possible, not wait 12 months, wasting my time, being busy, stressed out, family life, all that sort of stuff, just to work out 12 months later that, you're off track. So that's what reviewing your financial reports regularly is all about. You've got your budget set and you're reviewing your financials against, what you set out to achieve. So a couple of key points there, 1, 2, 3. As a business owner, you need to be looking at the financial reports at least every month. This will give you a clearer sense of how your business is operating. And again, having that tied back to your budget. And, for all those, the statistics say that 6 out of 10 small business owners don't feel they know enough about accounting and finance. So that probably means 6 out of 10 small business owners aren't reviewing their financial reports because they don't understand it. But if you go through the effort of the review process, you begin to see obvious errors, and you can put a circle around it. Something doesn't make sense. Ask the question of your bookkeeper or your accountant or whoever's doing it. Say, look, I didn't quite understand how this expense, explain what this is for, or I thought we had revenue higher than that. What happened there? So, that review process can take 15 minutes. It's not we're not talking an afternoon, and you might not know the answer, but you ask the person who does. And by doing that, you're actually building up you're investing in your own knowledge of being able to understand your numbers more clearly. So the last one is, also by reviewing your financial reports regularly, you're holding yourself accountable and building the knowledge of the accounting and finance function in your business. I've got a great story that happened to me as an accountant yesterday. So on my bank statements yesterday, because I'm an accountant, I review my reports. I had 2 charges to this company called SignNow, which is like DocuSign. I thought, that's not right. I've only got 1 user account. So anyway, I had to look through my records, and the same thing happened last year. And I got onto the Let's Chat bot with the SignNow operator, and we'd actually uncovered that they've overcharged me 3 subscription fees over the last 2 years of about the US dollars. That's about $400, and it was which converted to about $700 Australian. So a couple of hours talking on this chatbot and going through my records, I found an error of $2,100. So plus, that's the power of just looking at your reports and having your bookkeeping organized and being able to find it, being able to get your fingers on the information when you need it. And I think that every business has that. So many subscriptions now, and a lot of them are so sneaky. Like you sign up for 12 months and you've got to opt out, and you don't remember to do it until the new subscription happens. And their terms are that once the new subscription has, you can't cancel. You can't cancel for another 12 months. So, these sort of things all sort of creep in.